What's up, light warriors? Hello, YouTubers. I'm Char Bailey, as you know, hopefully, and this is my soul brother.
I
love you.
I
love him. This is Pete. You would have heard me talk about him as Pete the Reiki guy. But Pete runs Creators Club in Bristol, and I feel like that's just such a small thing to say about you when there's so many things to say about you and who you are and what you're about.
Everyone, right? Everyone's full of experience.
See? He said everyone. Isn't that what we're about, Light Warriors? Isn't it about everyone? All of us? But the reason that Pete's with me today, so we're on day 3 of the vlog challenge. Thank you, Mantrepreneur, for being consistent. In the background, he's just like all of the time when you're posting,
Solid.
post, create content, but I asked you guys what you wanted me to talk about, and quite a few of you said my story. You wanted to know more about little old me.
Little old
It's hilarious, isn't it? It's hilarious.
Mask.
I'm just like
The persona.
I'm just
Char
this
Bailey.
I'm from Bilston, Wolverhampton, fam. Like I'm just me. I'm just normal.
The Greek word, right? The Greek word for persona, right?
Persona.
Wait, personality comes from the Greek word persona, but that means a mask in Greek. So like, I don't know. The actors in Greece used to put on personas to do a play.
Okay.
And that was where it came from, basically. So little old Char Bailey.
Little old Char
The
Bailey.
mask.
Who is Char Bailey?
Imagine Jim Carrey. Cool.
So, because you asked me to tell you my story, and that is so big. Like, that's a big ask. You know, when you ask somebody, like, usually it's just like, oh, what do you do for a living? And that's how we judge each other, and that's how we find how we want to communicate with people. We just find out where they sit in society, and then away we go. You're either superior to me or inferior to me, and I will treat you as such.
Where in this hierarchy
Boom.
are we?
Down with the hierarchy, equality, please.
Where do I stand in space?
So I thought that it would be easier for me, more comfortable, to talk to Pete.
That's right.
And tell you guys, the amazing light warriors, whilst I tell Pete, because I can feel here like the energy, and it's like almost like a nervous, excited energy, because some people who will be watching this know me personally. Some of you won't know me at all, but I am very much my story, what's happened to me, for me.
Good.
Quick save.
It was a good save,
has shaped me into the woman that I am, and has made me passionate about being this person who gives and who serves relentlessly. I'm literally looking at you, Pete, through the camera.
That's what I'm doing to you.
Are you
as
doing
well.
it to me too?
I was like, oh, I'm looking at Char.
I'm looking at you there.
But you're right here.
Am I right here?
Yeah.
So, my story.
What's your story?
Where should I start?
What do you feel? What's integral?
I guess for me, my story is about the difference between being a survivor and being a victim. And the difference between being suffering and healing. And I guess the reason it's so difficult to tell my story is because although it is who I am, it made me realise that I am you.
Okay.
And you are me, and it's almost not important.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Also, if it just makes sense in terms of if you break it down and say, if we go a bit more rational, like Western thought loves to do, like there are archetypal behaviours that we all exhibit. So when someone else is made up of those behaviours, like their building blocks, certain types of like behaviour they always go back to, their stability, their pillars. But those kind of behaviours are in me, and they're in you, and they're in all of you.
They're in all of us.
So yeah, so that kind of proves that thing where you said, you know, I am you and everyone.
And everyone. I love the way he makes me think. Can you see why I wanted him with me?
Thank you.
So I think on my Instagram it says cancer survivor, and that's really like that pulls people, and they ask me and they say, is it okay to ask you? And like, absolutely, because the C word, we make it into a big thing. It wasn't. To me now, doesn't seem like it's a big thing. Okay. It seems like it's something that 1 in 2 people have to deal with now.
That's a lot of people.
And if 1 in 2, like, it's like either you or me.
Yeah.
And I'm well equipped to deal with this, so it's fine. So yeah. So when I was 16, I had a tumour in my stomach. I was feeling poorly for a while, but I was super, like, anyone who knows me from Thomas Talbot School might tell you that I was probably very confident, seeming I was in the football team and I did public speaking, and I was very much had my plan. I was going to Santa Cruz, playing professional football. That was the plan goal. That was where I was going. That was everything I'd done up until the age of 16 had been always about me becoming this athlete.
Wow.
I used to do like, you know, I didn't know that, javelin. You didn't know that?
No, you haven't said that before.
I haven't said that. So this sort of thing, it's like, cool. It's not important, but no, I was good. I played at Anfield.
Did you?
I scored a hat-trick in Cop End, yes.
Whoa, shout out.
I played loads. I played at Wembley.
Serious?
But yeah, football, sports, that was my, like, I'm doing this and nothing else. I will not be told I'm doing anything else. So when the tumour hit me, it was like...
yeah.
Oh my God, what are we going to do now?
Because that stuff is so based on
fitness and health and being...
Physical.
Yeah.
It's very objectifying.
But it wasn't actually... Like, the tumour was fine, hadn't moved. And, the dogs... What's up? I have a dog.
Excited.
My dog's called Karma. There you go, random fact. Who is Char Bailey? There's a fact for you.
You got to show them the dog now.
No, I'll show him next time.
Oh, okay.
We'll make them wait.
Right.
Wait to the dog. Or just go on my Instagram and see the dog. So, being at that level of confidence and ready...
You got to show them.
Let's see what she wants. Do you want to go outside? What's on then?
All right.
Okay. Back! Sorry. What was I saying?
Football.
Oh, football. Yeah, so football crazy. That was the goal. Couldn't do football anymore. Wasn't fit enough.
Wow.
Wasn't strong enough. Immune system. But it wasn't actually the tumour that was the main part. I had a infection after the surgery. And that infection took me months to get over. Ages. And I was like 7 stone. If anyone knows me, I'm quite tall. I'm 5'10". Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Good height. And I was 7 stone, so I was like... And like Peter Kay, he's like, she lost 14 stone in a day. It was literally like that. I was like emaciated. And then further along down the line, I got really big. If anyone knows me from then, you'll remember like Chunky Shaw.
Like went whoop.
Yeah, it just went. But what I realised when I was having this infection, I had like a temperature of over like 100 degrees or something. I'm exaggerating, but it was a high temperature. It took me into an experience I told you about this before.
I'm not sure.
Okay. So I have a scar on my tummy, I'll show you. There it is. That's from my original operation, and when I was poorly, that scar started to throb and the infection had built up behind it.
Well,
And so during the night, I was sick, like vomiting, but not really like getting anything out. It's kind of graphic. Sure you want to hear this?
yeah. Turn off now. If
Turn
you're
off now if you're
squeamish.
squeamish.
We don't
Yeah.
show you anything.
Yeah, but
It's fine.
I was in bed and I had a really high temperature, and I just felt like I'd been ill for so long. I'd been off school and I didn't really have any friends. And
Oh. Sad face.
sad face. I had like people around me, but I'd lost those relationships because I hadn't been in school. And I sort of felt like, what's the point in like being here?
Friendship, same.
I sort of like gave up on.
Yeah.
And everyone else was recovering, like the other people in the hospital had got well, and I'd been sent home and gone back, and I just wasn't getting any better, and it was because of this infection, and I didn't know that I had the infection at the time.
Right.
And so one night I was lying in bed, just like this. I've got my little cousin Zach next to me. Shout out Zach. I know you're probably watching this.
Yeah, Zach.
My mum, the other side of me,
Okay.
who is the queen. And so my bed's here, and the window's in front of me, and the door's next to me, and my mum's here, and Zach's here. And I just felt like I was like going.
Oh, yeah, we talked about this. Yeah.
So I said to my mum, I was like, I'm going now, but I'm going to be okay.
Well.
And she was like, what do you mean? You're not going anywhere.
That's crazy. That's
and
scary,
started to get quite upset.
Yeah.
And Zach, like me and Zach, were the only ones in our family who were like christened
Oh, wow.
and baptised in church. And so Mom told Zach to start saying the Lord's Prayer.
Whoa.
Like, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name, that prayer. And when we got to the Amen part, I just shot up in bed. I was sick, like vomited, and my scar had like ruptured, and the infection had started to come out.
Whoa.
And this is where it gets interesting.
Yeah. Deep.
Because before, and this is where like the spirituality really sort of came out, because before that I was quite a Christian. They used to call me the Bible basher.
Right,
I used to
really,
carry a little mini Bible around in my blazer pocket and
Whoa.
read Psalms and be really sort of into faith and religion. Nothing against faith and religion, but
No.
it's not like this now. And whilst I was in bed, the reason that I said to my mum is that I'm going was because I could hear a frequency. And that's the only way I can describe it, because it wasn't like a sound, it was like a feeling.
Whoa.
And when I looked at my window, which was in front of me, I could just see light.
Really?
And I felt as though it was like the frequency was calling me.
Whoa.
But it felt safe. I felt safe enough to say, I'm going now, Mum.
Whoa. That's heavy.
It is, isn't it?
It's heavy, but it's a good heavy.
It's like
wow. It sits heavy, but it's a good heavy.
So that was when I woke up and realised that actually life is about more than just me.
Wow.
And I promised that if I was going to recover and get better, then I was going to live my life in service for others.
Wow.
And that light that I saw, something told me that I needed to be that light.
Right.
I always say, be the light, be the light.
Moves through you.
And so I guess that's where the story sort of really starts.
Wow.
After overcoming that.
Yeah.
Because that's where I knew if I wanted to be the light, that it couldn't just be in the spiritual sense that I'd had been. And that's when I thought of the process and the formula and the strategy that I was going to use, or that I knew that I needed to use.
Okay, wow.
And that's where spiritually logical.
Hey.
I am spiritually logical, and that's what I used to say to myself.
Yeah.
This can't stop me because I am spiritually logical.
Yeah.
I know how I feel. I've had this connection with something that's more than me. And if I can use this love and this desire and this passion that's for everybody else, if I can rationalise that and make it make sense and put it into a process of bringing people together and sharing and committing and radiating, if I can put all of that into me and use the law of attraction to become this magnet to bring people together, to raise the vibration, then
that's what we're doing here
maybe
too.
I can make a difference.
That's what I'm doing in Wolverhampton. I've got no connection to Wolverhampton at all.
Wolverhampton, Bab.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing here, like, that's what is happening. It's the attraction law.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
When I think about it, and I think about people who have joined the spiritually logical movement and people who I've met on this journey who are vibrating on the same frequency, meaning completely in alignment with me, it is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I am in awe of the people who the universe has brought to this. Just like I said, I'm just for Bilston. I'm just a normal working class background. Like, you know, we didn't have everything. We had all of the love though. Yeah. And my mum was the greatest at giving me all of the attention and reassurance and all of the power. Not giving me power, but empowering me. Yeah. To believe that we can do everything together in this like openness. Yeah. So then, after I sort of left school, etc., I failed miserably at being the light. I was just not a light warrior. Not a light warrior at all. I was just like in the corporate world. Right. Working my way up, going to university, you know, I studied journalism, I studied politics, I studied law. I wanted to be a high flyer. I wanted to be a businesswoman. I had this like idea that I could make my family really proud of me if I became this like successful big shot. Right. Which we all do. Yeah. And I always sort of had that sense of feeling like when I was ill, I always felt like a burden. Oh, okay. I always felt like, I don't know, I always felt like it wasn't that bad for me, but it was bad for everybody else. All right. And my little sister at the time, shout out Felicity, you better be watching. Tell your school friends to subscribe. I've recently realised that the subscribe button is actually down here. I think. I got it wrong twice yesterday. I think it's down here. It might be down there. But wherever it is. It's because the camera's
general direction.
Wherever it is, press it.
Somewhere.
There you go. But yeah, Felicity, she was only a baby at the time because there's 16 years age difference between us. Okay. And I just thought like my family was happening without me. No. Oh, it's like gut. That's like
gut sadness.
Yeah. Oh. It's all good now.
Cool. And relax.
But yeah, I felt like
all right.
a burden and like it was an issue that I'd been so ill and everybody had to change their lifestyle to visit me and to look after me and to
see that.
Make sure the house is extra clean because I've got dust allergies and allergies to everything and
immune system. And,
yeah. So, what was I even saying?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You felt like a burden.
Yeah, so I felt like a burden, and I thought that if I did this stuff, then I wouldn't be a burden anymore. I'd be like a provider.
Yeah.
I could change roles.
Yeah, okay.
And so it was super successful. I loved it. Worked for some amazing companies in some amazing roles. Did some awesome stuff. Explored some of the world.
Nice.
Like, loved it. I was living the dream, but I wasn't fulfilled.
Okay.
Because
That's
I
similar
hadn't.
to me as well. Like, I was doing that too.
Yeah.
My job, yeah.
Because we're like made to aim high, but sometimes we just don't have the direction. It's like we're going at the right speed, but we're not going in the right direction.
Yeah. It's focused on the wrong
I was
thing.
like, boom, 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 I can climb the career ladder.
Yeah.
But then I'm not actually doing what fulfills me and what's my purpose. So
It's like the material ladder.
just manifested in more stress.
Yeah.
And then I was ill periodically a number of times. And that's sort of not important. I don't feel like I need to go, I was so ill and this happened to me so many times and oh my God, where's my like tiny violin? Because I'm not in victim mode. But
Okay.
when I got to a point when I was really stressed, I went to the doctor and he said I needed to mentally prepare myself to be ill again because I had lots of the symptoms.
Okay.
And so I was just like, okay, I'm going to Thailand and quitting my job. So I quit my job and it was an awesome job with Adidas. I loved the brand. So I quit my job.
Whoa.
I went to Thailand.
That's brave.
I was like, I'm going to run, read and breathe. Run, read, breathe. That was the plan.
Cool.
And then while I was there, I did the thing with the monks where we meditated for 24 hours, like sun up to sun up. Sunrise to sunrise.
Yeah.
Sunrise.
Yeah.
And then I did some help out in like an orphanage, and I just spent time in nature with animals, and I just connected to this higher energy again, and like restored. And I ended up extending the holiday.
Yeah.
Like you just don't want to go home
don't
if
wanna
you've
go.
ever been to Thailand. You don't want to come back.
Yeah. It's true.
And while I was there, I met this guy called Eric.
Eric.
What's up, Eric? Love you.
Shout out to Eric.
Shout out Eric. And he's still there actually, but he's actually a New Yorker. He's from the Bronx.
You telling me about him?
He's a UFC grappling coach.
Yeah.
But he's an amazing person. And I met him in a coffee shop and he was like, you should be a life coach, man. And I was like, sorry, Eric, but I was just like, crazy American guy. Like, yeah, life coaching, that's not a very British thing.
Not a thing.
It's
like,
not
we
a thing
don't
here.
believe it was a thing. Right?
Yeah, we didn't. Life coach.
Before we became them.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't really give it another
It's
thought.
the biggest trick of the ego, that one.
Yeah,
The
it's
biggest
ego,
one.
isn't it?
That's what Jim
Ego.
Carrey said. He's like, how tricky is something that can make you feel like you don't believe in something you already are?
Yeah.
It's like, shout out to Jim Carrey.
Shout out Jim Carrey.
I love that guy.
Jim Carrey, you are spiritually
Although
logical.
He's not a person. That's what he says. He's like, I'm not Jim Carrey. It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
But still, shout out to
Shout out to the being that
being
passes through the
Yeah.
vessel of Jim Carrey.
For sure. I've learnt a lot from that guy.
He's awesome, isn't he?
Yeah.
We should do. Let's like contact him.
I think I'm already trying.
Let's get Jim Carrey on Shaw Bailey's
like sometimes
YouTube
I
channel.
meditate. I'm like, I want to be friends with Jim Carrey. Like, I'm going to set that intention. I want him in my life.
Well, you got me.
Oh yeah, him and Jim. Like,
Shah and Jim. What more do you need?
Shah and Jim. I feel like that's a series
Shah, Jim, and
waiting
me.
to happen.
Yeah. Chat. If anyone's got the connect for that, let's make it happen.
We just sit around and chat.
Yeah, like we're doing now.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Just chilling. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
what were we saying?
God,
so bad
I
at
derail things a lot. What were you saying? Oh, I can't remember your name. Oh, the American guy. The life coach, the life coach.
Eric. Sorry, Eric.
Yeah.
Go on to Jim and Eric.
We didn't really forget about you.
We just left you in this part. So then I got back home, have a little scroll on Facebook, and I didn't have a job or anything. So I was
Okay.
just like, living at mum's house, thanks mum.
It's always good.
But what was weird about that actually is when I came back from Thailand, that was when I met my fiance. And I was so closed off to relationships at this point.
Right.
I was like, I'm an independent woman now. I don't need nobody. I don't need no man. I don't need no woman. I don't need no nothing. But I did. And I think it was because I'd found that place of stability and grounding. So I'm
cool.
like 25 at this point. I'm 28 now.
Well,
But
time's a construct.
I was, because I'd had that stability of being in Thailand, I was then ready to have a proper relationship.
Cool.
And I loved me, so I was able to love somebody else.
That's the key.
If you don't love yourself, don't try and love anybody else, because you'll just hurt them and hurt yourself in the process.
Number one.
Key for yesterday's video. But scrolling on Facebook, found...
That's the key.
Thank you.
It's alright.
We've got props and everything. You're like the glamorous assistant.
Glamour all over.
Found a life coaching event on Facebook, and I was like, it's free, so I'm going to go.
Of course.
It's free, I'm free, let's go. Why not?
Yeah.
And then I met Just Incredible.
Wow.
Love you, Just Incredible.
Big love, brother.
Met him, found NLP.
Cool.
I was like, okay, life coaching may not be something that I can just slip into, but NLP is definitely something that I can learn and something that I can use in sales and in training.
Okay.
And then that's what I did. I learned NLP and I mastered NLP. It was like it became an obsession.
Right.
And I thought, okay, now I've got this tool.
Yeah, it's one of your tools. I was going to say that.
Yeah, how can I use this tool to help me feel fulfilled? Because I still need to be serving my purpose.
Yeah.
So I started looking at like business development, and I did some like network marketing, and I did lots of different projects and tried to learn about business.
Okay.
And I thought, I am my business. Like the power of NLP is in the way that I'm going to communicate with people, and not me coming in saying, hey, I'm this NLP person and I'm going to NLP you up and I'm a magic.
Like, boom,
you've been NLP, baby. You was fixed.
Oh, wow.
But how can I use this tool to help you recognise and utilise your power? How can I use this tool to ask you and inquire and poke around and tease out you having this realisation that you and you
got energetic
and me
hands then.
are...
It was like, whoa.
Did you get all tingly?
Yeah, I got tingly.
Pete's the Reiki guy, he gets tingly. I whispered, I'm so far away, I don't think he can hear me, but I said he gets tingly.
How do you get tingly?
But that was it. It was, how can I use this to help people? And that's always been my intention. And I always say, I'm not trying to make a profit, I'm trying to make a difference. The profit is as a result of the difference.
Yeah, it's just part of the abundance.
People pay me because they see value.
Yeah.
Not because I go out saying, yeah, that's £5 for that advice, thank you. It doesn't work like that. Like, you guys know, you message me all the time and ask me for advice. And there comes a point where it's like, okay, I can give you so much advice, but remember, advice is just me telling you my experience.
Yeah.
It's not, the answers are actually in you.
Yeah.
And then if you want to work on getting the answers out, that's when that relationship becomes you're a client and you're investing in you. It's not you're investing into my business.
No.
It's that transaction, and it's making sure that that transaction isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation.
Yeah. And that was in Creators Club, like this week, right?
Yes.
Talking about money and passion.
Money and passion.
And we were talking about money being from the word, well, money means metal currency, right? But the word currency in Latin means to be in the condition of flowing.
In the condition of flowing. And yeah, that's what it is, it's the flowing.
So it's the exchange, it's the flow. It's the flow.
I'm going to send some love and energy. And Pete and I were actually talking about money and how money is all about mentality. So money is a mindset. But we should do another vlog on money. We should vlog about, because we're doing a course.
Yeah.
So we should vlog about how the course helps with our money mindset.
Yeah, we should.
Money mind.
Money.
Also,
Money.
just a little shout out.
I went for the high one.
Marisha Stevens at Financial Style on Instagram is the queen of coin. Follow her, listen to her, and watch your bank balance go up.
I'm going to do that.
I am living proof. Do you not follow her?
No.
Oh my God.
I'm going to do it.
She's one of the producers for BBC West Midlands. She is.
Wow.
And she's actually the older sister of one of the people who was actually a friend in school.
Whoa.
The one person who... And it was so divine how
Whoa.
randomly I hadn't seen Tanika. Hey, girl. She's an incredible marketing coach as well. So follow Tony Martin Clark. She's married now.
I'm going to do that now.
She as well.
Not right
She
now.
came back into my life after 10 years of not seeing or communicating, and then suddenly I was at an event and saw her sister, and then this divine connection happened, and the universe just did its thing, and these opportunities presented to be around these people and
Nice.
to have these awesome experiences.
So when you see, it's so cool. Like when you set that intention, the universe is like, okay, let's see that. I'm going to give you these people. Like achieve what you want.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, do it. Achieve it. Get it.
So I guess, is that enough of my story for now?
I think
quite
that's
a lot.
like a good snapshot. I mean, we're
It's
half
quite-
hour in.
We've got half an hour.
Yeah.
Longest vlog yet. Tomorrow
Sounds
I am vlogging. So I know I said it was a daily vlog, but actually I've spoken to the Mantrepreneur, and it's 5 days. I've only got to do 5 days a week. I can have weekends off vlogging.
That's all right then. Everyone needs a break.
Everyone needs a break. If you need a break from me, I understand. Oh,